Hi Pisces, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your April 2024 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's the Celtic crossboard as always, and also pull the Four Agreements and Wisdom Oracle card for you guys. We're actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice we have in front of us to get an idea of where your folks should be as far as that goes. Alright, we have Jupiter. And Jupiter is actually in Taurus, which is your third house communication, and it's going to be coming into a conjunction with Uranus this month. Well, in April, I should say. All right, we have Cancer, and Cancer is actually your fifth house of romance, creativity, and children. Pretty quiet there, astrologically speaking, but yeah, I could just be saying you might have a focus on that area of your life this month. I do see some Cancer cards in your main spread, too. And yeah, speaking of which, we also see fifth house. So yeah, for sure, you guys could have a focus on an area of life this month. All right, so if all that out of the way, we'll get started with the main spread. In the main situation position, we have the Page of Swords, and challenging that, we have the Knight of Cups. So this is actually the court card for your sign. So it could just be saying that maybe you want to come forward and communicate something with someone, but at the same time, you might just feel a little bit nervous around it, right? Especially if you feel like you have some feelings toward this person as far as a romantic sense goes. But yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of hesitation on your part to reach out to this person. Or maybe this could just be saying that if you do communicate with them, right, you could keep it very surface level, whereas beneath the surface, you might actually want to express to them that you have deeper feelings. All right, in the foundation position, we have the Three of Swords. So this is a Libra energy here. And yeah, it could just be saying that maybe just someone that you have a history with, right? Maybe that didn't go so well in the past for whatever reason, but at the same time, you might still feel those feelings. And maybe for some of you, these feelings came back up. Well, at the time of recording this, we haven't officially had that full moon eclipse in Libra yet. But for those of you watching in April, maybe that timeline could point out to when you start to feel this energy come back up. Right, in the past position, we have the Eight of Cups. So yeah, this could just be saying that this might have been a situation you left behind in the past, right? Maybe you felt that it wasn't as emotionally fulfilling as you hoped it would be, so it might be part of why you do feel a little hesitant to reach out again now, right? If you did leave that situation behind in the past already. Right, in the present position, we have the Eight of Wands. So this is Sagittarius energy here. So yeah, it could just be saying that maybe to distract from this for a while, maybe you start to focus more on your careers. And if it's not just saying that, it could just be saying that again. I feel like there is communication there, but it's just more surface level because you feel a little bit nervous around expressing deeper feelings. All right, in the near future position, we have the Four of Cups. So Cancer energy here, like we also saw with the dice. So yeah, it could just be saying that what might be bringing these feelings even more to the forefront is the fact that maybe as you interact with others, right, in that sense, you might find that you don't have as deep of a connection with those other people, right, to where you're like, okay, you know what, I really haven't put this past situation behind, so maybe I need to look at that before I can move forward. All right, and your influence in the situation, we have the Three of Cups. So yeah, there's a part of you that really just wants to feel a lot more of a light and playful energy around the situation, right? Maybe even you are trying to connect with friends, siblings, whatever the case may be, just to keep your mind off the situation. But at the same time, I feel like this is saying overall, though, you really do want to feel a lighter, more playful energy around you. All right, in the environment position, we have the Hermit. So yeah, this could just be saying that as well. Well, this is Virgo energy for one, which is your opposite sign of partnerships, relationships, contracts. Could just be saying that you're looking at things through the lens of that previous connection as well, right? Saying that you might find that they're just not measuring up. So you might really try to keep an open mind as you meet other people, but at the same time, you're feeling like, okay, you know what? This just isn't really to the level of what I had in the past. Right, in the hopes or fears position, we have the King of Pentacles. So this is Taurus energy here. So yeah, I feel like this is saying that you're hoping that you can just come forward and say what's really on your mind, right? And actually have the positive outcome through doing so. And that makes sense as far as, like we said, Taurus is your third house communication, and there's going to be a lot of energy flowing through there in the month of April. All right, and in the outcome position, we have the Death card. So yeah, for some of you, you might ultimately decide for whatever reason that you just aren't comfortable coming forward and expressing your feelings for this person, right? This is a Scorpio energy, and this does remind me of the fact that toward the end of April, we're going to have a full moon in Scorpio. So maybe that's just a timeline for some of you, which is to say that, maybe, for example, let's say, and then this could actually possibly tie into that Three of Swords energy, right? Maybe you end up waiting too long to express your feelings to this person and then find out that they're otherwise involved anyway, right? Something along those lines there. Or for whatever reason, you might just decide that, you know what, maybe I was romanticizing the past and just decide to leave it behind. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Swords. So yeah, for some of you, given that this is Aquarius energy, which points to your 12th house, you might just look back on that situation and realize maybe you pushed them away, possibly because you were still healing from some wounds, right? So that could have been what was at play there. Maybe in a moment you didn't necessarily view it through that lens, but maybe with time passing, you might have come to the realization that, okay, you know what, maybe I pushed this person away thinking that it was them in a moment, but then as more time passed, you come to the realization that, well, it's really that you had some other things you were working through. And now that you have worked through them and you're feeling more positive and in a better space, you want to come forward, but still feel like, I'm not quite sure how I'd be received, right? Right. From the Four Agreements card, we have don't take anything personally. And it says, see other people as they are. Right? It says, when you see other people as they are without taking it personally, you can never be hurt by what they say or do. Even if others lie to you, it is okay. They are lying to you because they are afraid you will discover that they are not perfect. So interesting message there, right? Because for some of you, maybe this could almost play out almost in the opposite way, right? Where maybe the heartbreak you went through was that someone was dishonest with you, right? But maybe even through that, you still had the feelings for them, but you felt like, okay, well, would I be doing myself an injustice by giving this person another chance, right? Depending on what they might have done in the past. But a lot of you, I don't necessarily feel that's the case, but I at least have to mention that given the message we see there. All right, and lastly, from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, we have Exchanging Gifts in reverse. So I'll show you the card in the upright, just so you can see the artwork. But yeah, when these cards come up in reverse, there's actually a protection message that we read for that. So we'll see what it has to say. Okay, it says, be careful what you pray for because you just might get it and then realize you don't want to face the hefty price tag that comes with it. You may find yourself in a situation you've always desired, but know you will have to walk away from it or even fail at it because you can't or won't pay the dues it asks of you. If you want to be a famous musician, you have to practice your craft every day. If you want to be a millionaire, you have to be responsible for managing the money and paying the taxes. Even a windfall bears a cost. It's okay though, because Spirit will help you achieve balance over time. Another message here reminds you that being only the giver and not the receiver plays out in many relationships in your life where you find yourself in victim mode in a codependent dynamic or holding on to a false sense of control. Others may push you to continue to prove yourself. The time has come to distance yourself from this kind of imbalance. Being aware of the need for both give and take is the first step to your true destiny. It's all good and getting better. Not only can you handle this, but you can flourish as a result of it. So yeah, interesting message there, because reading that message makes me wonder, for some of you, that hermit energy, right, might even represent you had tried to give to someone, right, and you might have felt like whatever you did was never good enough, right? Because if we look at the way they're looking at that Four of Cups energy, as if to say, okay, you keep bringing these cups to me, but nope, it's not good enough, right? So maybe that was the situation, and to be fair, That still might not directly tie into the person you currently have feelings for, but again, like I said, maybe that was a past situation you went through, right, and you left it behind, but you still didn't necessarily heal from that wound, so that could have led you to push someone away more recently, that you find that, okay, actually this person might have been good for me, but because I hadn't healed from that previous situation, right, which does sound like, yeah, it was pretty toxic and unfair to you if that's the case, but could just be saying that because you weren't fully healed from that, you might have pushed them away. And now that you're feeling more healthy, you might want to give it another shot. So, a bit of a complex reading, but hopefully one of those dynamics played out for you, or at least if one of those dynamics is your situation, hopefully it resonated with you, I should say. But I will wrap up there and I'll see you guys next month. All right, bye.